This is probably a rare sight for you to see. These brazen feral hog sounders invading residential areas in Florida, even during the daytime. The reality is that out in the wild, the food supply is simply no longer enough to support their massive numbers. In residential neighbourhoods, abundant food sources heavily attract these invasive animals. What's even worse is that even cemetery grounds are being rooted up and left in total chaos by them. Right now, there are many highly effective efforts underway to stop them. Let's watch right now. As you know, the feral hog population in Florida has surpassed 500,000 and covers all 67 counties. But today, we are talking about how some residents are actively fighting back. They build their own rectangular steel box traps using a basic physical trigger drop gate system to catch a few curious wild hogs. Even though the catch numbers aren't massive each time, this persistent effort by the locals plays an important role in holding back the explosion of that 500,000 population. You will be surprised to realise the annual damage caused by feral hogs to Florida reaches over $50 million. This terrible destruction is being absolutely prevented in several places that have deployed steel corral traps with smartphone-activated drop gates, like the Jaeger Pro. The most record-breaking footage shows a massive sounder of over 100 hogs captured in a single gate drop. Crazy, right? But that is the extremely high efficiency brought by this modern trap line. Over many days of baiting, it can wipe out feral hogs across a large area of dozens of acres. Imagine if they were placed all over the state. Would the existence of feral hogs even remain? In the dead of night, feral hogs are so attracted by the smell of corn that they forget they are using their snouts to root open the death gate of the Brig trap. The brilliant mechanism of this net trap allows them to enter easily, yet it is strong enough to completely stop the powerful rams of adult hogs weighing over 200 pounds. The base net stakes and the surrounding anchor posts can easily withstand the frantic pressure of large sounders of up to 20 or 30 hogs. But the real magic of this setup is what we call the continuous catch. There is no loud, heavy metal gate slamming shut to spook the rest of the sounder. The trap stays open all night long. As the older, smarter pigs carefully test the waters, the younger ones just filter right in. One by one, they slip through the net. Before the sun even comes up, you can have an entire family unit locked down inside, without firing a single shot or staying up all night holding a trigger. Do you think ordinary cage traps or DIY setups can be upgraded to an insanely effective level? Well, Bobby's trap over in Louisiana might just give a lot of viewers down here in Florida a brilliant, unique idea that won't cost a fortune. He took old steel cage panels and outdated traps, but completely revolutionised them with an incredibly smart funnel net entrance. These types of setups can easily hold and secure massive sounders of dozens of wild hogs without breaking a sweat. This could honestly be a huge inspiration for farmers all over the world to build low-cost, effective feral hog traps right at home. Once you see how deadly effective this is, do not hesitate to share this awesome idea with your friends. Who knows? They might be looking for this exact solution.
Oh, he likes one out.
Bobby's brilliant idea was to replace those old doors with a soft funnel net entrance, working exactly like the pig brig trap. When the pigs push in for the bait, the net stretches wide open, but the second they try to push back out, the tighter the net closes. It is a brilliant, inescapable door. It allows you to upgrade your old, useless traps into a highly effective, continuous catch machine without breaking the bank.
On the preserve, but as you can see, they just dig right under it. Push that up right there. They're coming straight from this preserve. There's a creek that runs through. And
when you are dealing with feral hogs, catching just one or two doesn't mean a thing. If you leave even a couple of pigs behind, they will repopulate the area in a few short months. That is exactly why high-tech, smartphone-activated traps like the Jaeger Pro, alongside continuous catch systems like the Pig Brig and Bobby's upgraded funnel trap, are absolute game changers. They are all designed for total sounder removal. It's not about taking out individuals, it's about wiping out the entire bloodline in one spot so the land can actually heal. In fact, this is Bobby's largest feral hog catch in recent times. He managed to trap 13 adult hogs and 8 piglets all at once. That is a seriously impressive haul for such a low-cost DIY trap upgrade. Once they are secured, these hogs will be quickly and humanely dispatched. Nothing goes to waste though. The meat will be processed and shared with his family and relatives. It's a massive win. He protects his land, saves a ton of money on gear, and fills the freezers of the people he cares about. This feral hog crisis in Florida is one of the most painfully expensive lessons in wildlife management we have ever faced. What started as just a few pigs released for food centuries ago has now become an absolute ecological nightmare. Every torn up yard is a harsh reminder. Never release a non-native species into the wild. Recognise and act on the invasive species issue in your own way. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.